Thank you, all 26 of you, for your very friendly saludos on my big 80th birthday a couple of weeks ago. And thank you, Lily, especially for putting it all together on this video. It's called my Happy Birthday to E video. I really appreciate your time and interest and support and love, etc. So, your Happy Birthday to E video, scene 1. There I am, smiling broadly with a ridiculous mug in my hand. The photo was taken at Catherine's last Christmas, and it was sneakily taken. I wasn't aware, and as I opened my present from everybody. By the look of my face, I must have thought it was a good joke at the time. But the joke was on me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then take another look at the video, scene 1. Myself holding this ridiculous little mug in my hand. Scene 2 is a lovely view of the quadrangle at the Grange in full colour, with a lush garden around the pond, where my dad, your abuelo or your bisabuelo, proudly stands watching and supervising it all. We all lived there until I was 6, in a flat on the second floor in the southeast corner of the quad. In the video, you can just see the windows of the flat at the top right corner. Lots of tales to tell about our days in residence at the Grange and those that followed when we lived on Ramon Laval, La Calle Ramon Laval, 1836. The house which is now the headmaster's house, and the address now is Calle John Jackson, 1836. Guess what my credit card number code is, my clave, and my sister's clave. Yes, 1836. It's a bit of a coincidence. We never talked about it. We never mentioned that to each other before, so it's a bit witchy. Bueno, the first person to appear in the video is Jo in Santiago, and she's the first to speak after the opening quadrangle scene. She says, "This is where it all started," in a sweet, gentle, slow-mo voice. "This is where it all started." Yes, Jo, it's where our lives started. The Grange quadrangle and the fields and buildings at the Grange were our playground for many years. For me, it was my first 6 years. David will remember how during the summer holidays, with no pupils around, we used to ride our bikes around the quadrangle, red tiles on the floor, in and out of the classrooms where the desks had been stacked up in the summer to clean and wax the floors, and then out of the classrooms onto the quadrangle again. And this was a really fun activity, and we had to watch it and make sure that Mr. Balfour didn't see us. We would be generally hiding from him. So who knows who Mr. Balfour was? And then it's Sharon talking from Edmonton. and she makes me cackle with laughter with her theatrical, loud greeting, waving her arms about in the air and hurling kisses at the camera with both hands. You definitely have your Granny Nancy's and your Daddy Michael's theatrical genes, Sharon. He used to make me pee in my pants with laughter when he used to tell his hilarious jokes at parties. I remember that so well. I was in my teens, and he wasn't even in your mummy's thoughts at that. No, her thoughts, yes, always was in her thoughts, but he wasn't in her life yet. But we all knew each other. We were all good friends at the club, at the country club. So he used to tell really hilarious stories, and what happened, what I just told you, used to happen not only to me, I can assure you, other people had the same reactions. He was a payaso. Then Catalina says hello from Chillán. Gracias por tu tierno mensaje en que me deseas que lo pase muy bien y me dices que me quieres mucho. Desde el corazón, agregas. Me gustó cómo lo dices, colocando tu manito derecha sobre el corazón y con un aire bastante dramático. Gracias, Catalina. Then it's dear David and Diana speaking to me and sending me good wishes. Both of you were looking so well in your matching sky blue sweaters, dolled up for my party. David, in a loud and clear voice, says, I can't believe it could be true that you are reaching the venerable age of 80. Good Lord! Heaven forbid. Así lo dijo. Les prometo. It's true, Jovid. We can't stop the clock, so yes, I'm turning 80. Segundo video, Monica y Laura. Hello, Moni and Laura and Sorbitworth. In unison, in loud and clear, you both said, have a fantastic 80th birthday tour. Both of you looking very pretty, and thank you very much for your presence and your good wishes. It was definitely a very special virtual birthday. So many people, so many saludos. In the video, I counted 26 faces, 12 different places, 6 countries, and 4 continents. Quite a spread. Lily, how did you manage to get everybody on task and falling into step? Congratulations and thanks for your effort. Now, let's add to those 26 people, 30 that actually visited me, were here in person in Santo Domingo on that day. You know, I don't know if any of you can beat that for a big party. Philip in Washington. Thanks, Philip, for remembering and for your good wishes. It was an amazing birthday. Philip announced that he would be looking forward to coming to Chile again, quote, to beat me at golf again, end of quote. Wow, fresco. Nada que ver. I have no recollection of such an embarrassing defeat. Anyway, it's an interesting challenge, and for both of us. So I'll take you up on that. Or will it be 2023 or 2024? Will it be in Santo Domingo? Well, we'll see. Aquí estoy para ganarte otra vez cuando sea. So let's take bets, shall we? Bevelita in Edmonton, so glad to know that you have turned or are turning green now. and maybe it's Chris's. Maybe it's Chris's example, or maybe it's children's. Children are often greener than their parents. And I'm glad also to see that perhaps our nature walks earlier in your life and mine touched your eco-friendly inclinations. For your info, eco comes from the ancient Greek word oikos, O-I-K-O-S, which means home. Eco-friendly, friendly towards your home. We'd better learn to be friendlier with our homes, with our home. It's the only one we have. Let's also see that our children do likewise. Kai Kano, there you are, my new golf partner since Philip left. Thanks for your very special birthday wishes. Que nos veamos harto este año, he says, y que juguemos harto golf. Me encanta. I like it and totally approve. You'll have to give me some advantage though soon, because I'm hitting over around 80 yards maybe, but you are already hitting way over 200. So un poco de calma next time. I look forward to it. Now, Julita in London. What are you doing in London, Julita? That's not your ecosystem or your habitat, but you love it. She's wishing me a happy 80th and adds, quote, but you do not look a day over 23, end of quote. Wow, that's a friendly thing to say, even if it's not so true. Let's call it a little white lie that doesn't hurt anybody. White lies are friendly things, you know. They're not a bad thing to say. So thanks for the compliment. Anyway, Andy Big in London, or from London. We have a lot in common, you and I, Andy. To start with, we are both teachers, and honestly believe it's the greatest career on earth. We have been teaching for a while. We love teaching, they say, and so we both know, and also we both know that we are the best teachers. It must have something to do with being the fourth born in our families, right, Andy? The best. Talking about being a teacher, for your info, there are 7 of us who have chosen this honorable profession. Actually 8. Can anybody name them? Good luck. Now, Maximo in Edinburgh, sending me lots of love from Edinburgh and wishes and wishing me an amazing day, all in Spanglish. It's very cute. Quote, I can't wait to see you again, to copuchar a bit, and to have rico cositas ricas, también, and picoteos, end of quote. To copuchar a bit, to have rico cositas ricas, and picoteos. It was an amazing 3-day celebration, 3 days of celebration, Maximo, as I have already said. Ali in London, she says, I'm always around, that I have always been around for them. True, Ali, I was always around from the days when you used to wander about the house holding your chupete up and asking for puff puff. So cute. I can picture your little you with your big pale blue eyes. Do you remember this scenario? I'm sure you do. Ali and Puff Puff. I wonder if you've told your kids about it. I think you ought to, and if not, I will. Andy Black now. Andy Black from South Korea. Look at him. He gets around the world. He's a jet setter, this Andy of ours. In a very deep and guttural voice, says the script. Ognoseo Suram Nyadeo. Nyadeo. That means happy birthday in Korean, I suppose. Once again, I am reminded of my picoteos and piscosaos. Yes, in fact, I do rather like picoteos and piscosaos myself, but especially in your company. It's because you like them and I like to be in your company. It's a good excuse to have you around me. So what an international and multicultural batch we have become, to be honest. Thanks, Andy, for being our global link or ambassador. Now, Tracy and Brooklyn and Charlie and Barry, all of them in Burlington. Not together, though. Tracy and Charlie are huddled together inside the car, smiling through the window, looking quite sort of sad and cold, but smiling. Thank you, Tracy, for your little happy dance in the car. Several degrees below zero outside, probably. Sending me happy birthday wishes also from Charlie and Barry, who were both on other important missions that day, so couldn't be there. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Brooklyn. Katita, Catherine. Yes, Kata, of course you can always count on me. Your mama, tia, mama, granny, as you put it. Well, if not for the next 80 years, at least for the rest of my days, you can count on me. Yes, your mommy and I loved each other a lot like sisters. And then the circle grew, and they were with the three of you arriving, and love spread out to you. There was enough to include you, and you were generation 2. But then came a third generation with Fran and Katita and the twins who are missing, Mati and Sophia and Lucia. So it's 4 generations now with Amalia and Jose Pedro. 4 generations forever together, all in a lump of sugar, I say. There's a lot of love in a lump of sugar. I like that. 4 generations forever together. God bless you all. Amalie, Sophia, and Sam in London now. Thank you, Amalie, Sophie, and Sam, for your cheerful, friendly, good wishes. So happy to have you also jump on board this tremendous love boat loaded with 4 generations of Jacksons of all sizes and ages. Welcome. Lucia in California. Wow. Gracias, Lucia, por tu carita feliz. Como siempre, tus abrazo virtual gigante y tus tiernas palabras que me desean que sea muy, muy feliz y que sea eterna, me dices. Qué lindo deseo. Me gusta. Gracias, Lucy. Gracias, Lucia. And last but not least, Rafa and Luca en Limache, close by. Mil gracias a los dos por ponerse tan elegantes, con lindas poleras nuevas y por sus amorosos mensajes y deseos. 1, me desea feliz cumpleaños y que cumplas mucho más. 2, feliz cumpleaños y que comas rico. Y 3, feliz cumpleaños y nos gustaría verte más seguido. Muy lindos los deseos esperemos que se cumpla el 1 y el 3, porque el deseo 2 ya se cumplió. He comido muchas cositas ricas. Daddy, the ball is in your court now. Te toca a ti, Daddy. Lots of love to you all. Bye bye for now.
Esta parece una familia de zorros cualquiera, pero no lo es. Todos sus miembros están empadronados en el centro de Berlín. Alrededor de 1000 zorros ya habitan en la capital alemana, junto a erizos, conejos, castores, tejones, ardillas, mapaches, todo tipo de aves y polinizadores. Y esto no ha ocurrido por casualidad, forma parte de un plan para la ciudad. Un plan salvaje. La capital alemana es un gran ejemplo de cómo las ciudades pueden integrar la naturaleza, coexistiendo y beneficiándose de ella. 1/3 de la ciudad está ocupado ya por zonas verdes, que son gestionadas intencionadamente para favorecer la biodiversidad, para permitir la vida salvaje, formando parte de un diseño de corredores ecológicos que permiten que la fauna pueda atravesar la ciudad de forma segura e integrarse en ella. Y eso, además de probados efectos beneficiosos sobre la salud y el bienestar de los vecinos por el contacto con la naturaleza, es una ayuda importante en la carrera por conseguir aire limpio en la ciudad. Más árboles, menos contaminación. Más biodiversidad, más captura de CO2 y menos calor asfixiante en verano. Los suelos vivos retienen el agua y cada árbol, además de dar sombra, libera cientos de litros de vapor de agua al día. Es como tener gigantescos pulverizadores refrescantes por las calles. Los árboles son verdaderos tesoros, y más en estos tiempos de crisis climática y calor extremo. Pero esto no solo ocurre en Berlín. Muchas otras ciudades están comenzando a renaturalizar sus calles y avenidas. China ha emprendido un megaplan para incrementar drásticamente el verde en sus ciudades, como forma de limpiar el aire y combatir el calor extremo. El llamado sistema de bosques urbanos, que ya ha plantado más de 100 millones de árboles dentro de las ciudades, a la vez que está multiplicando las cubiertas verdes y los huertos urbanos como objetivo nacional estratégico. Devolverle espacio a la naturaleza es la mejor solución posible. Madrid ha convertido en 7 años un canal yermo en un maravilloso río salvaje lleno de vida, pudiendo observar ya en plena ciudad nutrias, garzas o martines pescadores. La naturaleza solo necesitaba una oportunidad para regresar. Esperemos que la idea de cementar parques, talar miles de árboles majestuosos o tapar alcorques en lugar de replantar árboles tenga poco recorrido, porque es lo contrario a lo que necesitamos. París está eliminando espacios para el coche y reverdeciéndose de forma inédita. Nueva York se está llenando de huertos urbanos para alimentar a los ciudadanos de la Gran Manzana. Y Barcelona está implementando una increíble red de ejes verdes peatonales que va a conectar los ecosistemas que rodean la ciudad, multiplicando los parques y los espacios públicos y permitiendo a la naturaleza entrar a formar parte de la vida de la ciudad, como aliada inmejorable ante el calor extremo y la contaminación del aire. Verdes, frescas, con sombra, con espacios de encuentro, sin humos tóxicos, integrando la naturaleza salvaje, peatonales, ciclistas, con transporte público, con huertos urbanos y espacios de encuentro y zonas verdes. Las ciudades del futuro están llegando, son parte imprescindible de la solución y nos van a cambiar la vida para bien. Es el momento de empujar para convertir el futuro en presente. Es ahora.